Welcome back, friends. Welcome back to yet another session of Thinking on Destiny. We are in the great way. Before we further go, what is stored for us in this great way, let us meditate on the consciousness of Percival for a few minutes. Please sit in a meditative posture. Cross your legs, clasp your hands, and close your eyes. Please observe your in-breath and out-breath. Please come to consciousness. Feel your body. Place your hands on your eyes for a few seconds. And open your eyes with a beautiful smile on your face. Before we go further, shall we recap what we learned in the last session? Over to you, Babaji.
Thank you, Prasanna. So, in the last summary, we learned that how many changes in the body it happens when it is on the life path. No, at the end of during the form world and the form path, and then when the aspirant further decides to go further, then it goes into the life path. Here in the life path of the life body preparation, the solar germ prepared by the thinking descends into the right side of the spinal cord, and it is ready to enter into the central canal and begins to develop into embryonic life body. That's how it starts. This embryonic body, after its full growth, fills the terminal filament, which is the sushumna, unites with the solar germ, we call it Suryanadi, passes into the central canal of the spinal cord. Now, the doer with embodied thinker thinks with the feeling, desire, rightness, and reasoning. Those four minds he thinks and work harmoniously with these four minds. Embryonic life body developed within the embryonic form body as a vehicle. That's what happens, when these two forms and the life embryonic body reached up at the seventh cervical vertebra of the spinal cord, when it is the embryonic body going up, ascending up it meets at the seventh cervical vertebra of the spinal cord, life body reached its full development. At that stage, it reaches to its full development. The physical body at this stage is full of body is full of nerves. At that stage, he's saying the body becomes active, full of nerves. The nerves coming from the front natural cord and the back spinal cord spread out and hold on together. The front and the back, all the nerves, they hold on together. The tissues of the circulatory and respiratory systems have become nerves. The organs of the body have become nerve centers. These nerves are radiant, luminous lines instead of regular half-paralyzed nerves. The front sternum is flexible and extends to bend and very, and it is front sternum is very strong and flexible and extends to, bend with pelvis. Both sides of the body arches, connects to the dorsal and lumbar vertebra of the front column. Bones have become very strong and bone marrow turned into luminous matter. The bones also at this stage, he is saying they become very strong and the matter inside, it becomes very luminous, lighter. The body shape is still human with the head, trunk and limbs, but no gross matter with only sexless cells at that stage. At this stage of embryonic life body, the decision should be made whether to progress further into the light path or come out of the life world through the throat with the breath form. At that stage, the aspirant has to make the decision. When the choice is made to the light path, form path ends and he moves from thinking to knowing. That is how the ascending happens. Knowing takes place with the idea in the light world, the subject in the life world. So the knowing takes place. So he says, the knowing takes place with the idea in the light world, the subject in the life world, and the object in the form world, and the reflected shadow appearance in the physical world. That's how all these four worlds, changes happens, he's saying. So in the light path, at this stage, human knows manifested side of light world and manifested and manifested and unmanifested side of the life and form and physical worlds. Remember, he at this stage, he knows manifested side of the light world also. Normally, the human does not know. And also the both sides, manifested and unmanifested sides of the life form and physical worlds. He knows all that. He knows about the beings and events on the first, second, and third earth, and also the civilization changes on the fourth earth. All these changes he will come to know. He knows the history of the doers on the earth and within the earth crust also. He knows how to control the earth forces, but does not use them. He knows the immortal government in the realm of permanence, where he will be in the future. He discovers the emptiness of the world and useless human efforts as the power of sun is greater than a candle. That is how he feels. Feeling, desiring, and thinking are as one with the knowledge. That is how he's balanced, with all the knowledge. When fully developed, embryonic life body ascends and reaches the seventh cervical vertebra in the spinal cord. It is met by descending light germ from pituitary body coming from the knower. So what is happening from the the ascending embryonic body at the seventh vertebra meets the pituitary, the one, the germ ascending the light form from the pituitary is coming and meeting at the seventh vertebra. They unite at that place. This union of embryonic life body with the light germ at the seventh cervical vertebra opens the way for the life body to ascend into the light body. At that place, the way opens into the light body to become a light body. Opens the light path. Then the light germ from the pituitary body develops into embryonic light body. This light is greater than sunlight, yet eyes cannot see it. He can feel it, but eyes cannot see it. The three embryonic bodies rise together on the light path. When the three embryonic bodies have passed the first cervical vertebra, the human has come to the end of the life path. From the seventh vertebra, when he reaches to the first one, that is the end of the life path, he is saying. At this stage, perfect mind control of I-ness and selfness attained, pituitary, and also the pituitary body reaches interior earth and becomes sexless, immortal, perfect, regenerated body at that point. When the three embryonic bodies reached into the third ventricle of the brain to reach the pineal body, then the pituitary gland sends the stream of light to open the pineal body, okay, to let the three ascending bodies to enter. So the pituitary gland sends the stream of light into the pineal gland to let all the three ascending bodies enter into the pineal gland. Then they receive another stream of light through top of the head, which comes from the knower. At the same time, from the top of the head, the knower also through the light, enters through the light. From the knower, the light enters into the pineal body from the head, top of the head. It unites with the embryonic light body. At this stage, portions of the thinker and doer not in contact with the body, the ones which are not contact with the body, the thinker and doer they also descend into their respective parts of the spinal cord and enter their embryonic life and form bodies. The ones which are not in contact also, they enter into the body. So now the knower, thinker, and the doer reside in the immortal fourfold physical body with all the 12 portions of the doer together in union. Remember, normally, only one in doer comes and the other portions stay, outside, astral plane. They all come into the body at this stage. They are all together in union. The knower, thinker, and the doer in their life, and form bodies ascend through the top of the head or in the light world, and in the presence of great triune self of the worlds, they stay there. The light body ascends as a globe of light into the light world, but life and form bodies cannot go back. They cannot ascend further. Like the light body, they stay back. Only the light, ascends at the stage like a globe of light. At this stage, all bones are like steel, unbreakable but flexible. There is no alimentary canal, no blood, no respiration. Respiration does not come through lungs. There is no waste in the body. Air, food, drink comes through the skin cells. Now the cells are in touch with the higher power and finer matter. Breath gets support from the 5 units of physical world, life units, life units from the air units, form units from the water units, and the cells from and the cell units from the earth units. That's how they get the energy from all these four panchabhutas. Senses are ruled from within. Breath form is directly in touch with the four worlds and draws life from them in touch with form, life, and light bodies. Finally, the AIA of that perfect body becomes a perfect triune self. That is how it ends, the triune self, perfect, immortal triune self.
Thank you. Thank you, Balagaru. So now, usually through soul's journey, you're able to hear, right?
Yeah. It is end of the section 4, I'm saying.
Yeah, end of the section 4, yes. So through soul's journey or anything, we have seen the world how it is in the upper side, right? Usually. We never see the world that is below. There, as per our Puranas or anything, there are 14 lokas. So above there are 7 and below there are 7. That's what it is, right? So we never saw that, we never heard like so much about, they say that's the dark worlds, that's all, right? We never know that. But here he's showing in this section the way in the earth, how actually this is going. The ongoer is leaving the world, right? So he's the ongoer in the sense the one who is actually going with the physical body, right? That kind of person. So he is going to the form path, light path, something, all the path that is going. So what he sees there, shades of dead. What is meant by shades of dead, and what are the last portions of the doer and the choice? Those are the things that he is discussing. Okay. So it's not that every human being will again born. That's what our concept, right? Will again born.
Prasanna, yeah, picture is frozen.
Okay. Now it's
Yeah,
okay coming.
now it's okay.
Okay. What is happening, in between? What is happening? So, not that every user is born immediately. So, it all depends on there we say in the soul's journey, that kind of thing, there is a purgatory period, something like that, where they will be undergoing. But there are some of the people, some of the souls, which have done like so much bad. So they may not be able to, they have to be like under that for some time. So these are the last portions of the doers. These are the last portions. So they must have seen long ago existed. They must have done all this. If you are seeing, right, the rapes, the so many things that are atrocities that they are doing, killing so mobs of the people, all the people will not come again. If you think that you will come again, you are giving a chance again. Why do people realize also, right? So they won't come again immediately. So they will be kept under this kind of dark worlds for a while. They will come as a human, but after thing. So all these, how the things will be there, is explaining. Having described the way in the body, the way of thinking, he is reminding the threefold way, the way in the earth. He is taking which progresses described. So the way in the earth, not on the earth or above the earth, the way in the earth. When when the ties were fallen away in the ties in the sense here, you should fall away somewhere that there is no obligations to your family, no obligations to your community, no obligations to your country. You feel no attachment in this world, right? So at that time, human leaves lost the sight of his associations in the world. You'd feel like you don't have anything in this world, right? So at that time, he desires to go to the other. So the manner that means, it comes so natural for soul. It comes so natural at one point. Even we think, right? So after a point, so after running into the schools, classes, and all the things, once the kids goes to the college after 4 years, we were relieved, isn't it? So when my daughter came and when she's moving, then we have done our job. She's independent. So we need not like bother about giving morning breakfast, lunch, all those things. We are not bothering, right? Similarly, at one point, the soul feels that I was detached with this world. So at that time, because it simply comes orderly, unnoticed, it gradual changes will come. That feeling will come so naturally. Whatever this, it will come. You will get a full control of your body, mind, feeling mind, and desire mind. As we say, the great way he's entering means all the things, right? He will encounter, now when he's going to the earth, he will encounter all kinds of dangers, spectacular trials, so much things that he has not seen in the ordinary life. Also, he will be able to see now. Through he moves among the people of the tribes and village, he is a little commerce, very little commerce with them, right? So he will be associating. So the moment he starts this journey, he will be getting one companion. Okay, when this ongoer is going, he will be getting a one companion. His ties will be fallen off. His travel begin. So automatically one companion will comes, and the companion will be in the human being form only. And he is acquainted. He is acquainted with all the forces, 4 planes. What are those 4 planes of the earth, which the human nature, all the things he is acquainted, because companion is more knowledgeable, right? So he knows the history of the doer also. He know one and out of you what you have done, everything also. Okay. So he knows that by various parts of the globe, that where he lives, all those things also there. So many of them will come to this. Many of those people who are coming as a companion, they will also have the capacity to control the elementals. That psychic and mental powers also will be there, who are coming as a companion to you. So they know the laws of the nature, laws of the science, comparatively speaking, and knows. So all the things they will be knowing it. Okay, so they know the crisis of the history, what happened, what is the what objects, the nature, how it works, and also they are calling it a fraternity. Even in the colleges, you see this, right? Fraternity clubs. You must have heard about from your kids and all. So here they are saying the fraternity clubs. They have the different kinds of order. Okay, just they are they are the clubs who will be there. They are the ongoers. Whoever is going the great way, right? Ongoers towards the great way. Not that everybody will be there. Okay, the club will be there in this fraternity clubs. Who can, because in this club they will be, sometimes they will be remaining in the club and they will be learning it, and sometimes they will be moving on to their duties. The companion, maybe he is living hundreds of years. Sometimes after showing this path to the ongoer, he may die also. Because even if you attain what do you say, the physical body with the thing, right? Sometimes they may choose to take with their physical body. Even if they go also, they may die. That's what the, not that everybody is going to live with that physical body, so he may die also. There's no guarantee. That's what, when a companion meets an ongoer, he introduced himself. What he introduced: hey, I'm here to help you on the part of your journey. Are you ready to go and have me as your guide? He's asking. Okay. And if you take, you must trust and go wherever I shall lead you. So here we can say, what I'm just comparing, right? Maybe in your spiritual sadhana or in spiritual journey, when we are doing, the guru might come in some point in life saying that, hey, I'm here to help you. I'll show you the path. Start from here, right? Because when you are coming to that stage, it is not so easy, right? Being a meditator, when you are trying to spread the meditation, how many thousands you can find a couple of people who can regularly meditate, is it not? So which means that we are all on the right path of ongoing. So we should feel happy that, so when some guru coming and showing some path, means they are all the companions that they are coming and showing the path to us. Okay, trust me, you need to follow. So you will not be, because that companion will help you to not to fall back into the world. You may fall back at any time, right? This companion will understand you, will try to know you, and then he will guide you. The companion informs you about this form and structure and outer layers of the earth crust, everything, how the developments are happening, how the external nature is happening, how the cycles of the religions are happening, what is this fraternity clubs that all these companions are belonging. All the things, right? These journeys may be hundreds of miles. You may go with the companions. Hundreds of miles you may have to go with it may take weeks and years until you get familiar with the earth. If you are comparing with our own journey, when the guru comes and he's showing all these books, go read this, because this is the way that companion is giving us the knowledge, isn't it? That's how we have to take it. So when the time comes, the companion leads ongoer into the earth. When that time comes, he will lead us into that earth. So you may be finding in a forest, or you may be finding in a volcano, you may be finding, because when you are going in the inside, right, you feel so many things. The companion, sometimes the companion may bid farewell to his friend and may never come again also, once you go into the into the earth. So depending on your soul stage, right? Again, if your soul is so ready to learn the things, the companion will take you. Otherwise, he will leave you, means that means you have to face all the things, all hurdles you have to face on your own. You may pass or you may drop down. This is all how much you earn, how much you learn and earn in this earth. It all depends on how much this companion will guide you. Then the ongoer and the guide that leaves the surface and enter the earth, or the ongoer may be taking you to the farm path. But shortly when you go there, right, when you are actually sufficient enough, the sadhana and all the things, the lunar gem enters into the filament, which means your knowledge is getting boomed up, right? Like that. So this guide is usually in the human form, right? Usually the moon co-ordered body, because they are actually working on this moon energies. So these companions is neither men nor women. Okay, they belongs to the another race comparatively, but they speaks and understands the language this ongoer is doing it. Otherwise, they cannot guide you, right? So he feels, because the ongoer feels strange. How does that guide know? If somebody comes and telling, right, oh, in your life this happened, that happened, you feel it's strange, right? How does these people know it? Similarly, our ongoer also will feel strange. The guide point out here, there, all your life, right? He will be pointing out how it happened, what it happened, all the things he's trying to, because he need to get a confidence on you, right? That he knows and he is trying to guide you. That's how you will get the confidence, right? So they came to this new world inside. So now they came into this new world inside that earth crust. So there are existing many levels in the earth crust, right? There are so many levels. Until now, the on dimension, onness only. Okay, that's a barrier when you are on the outer crust of the thing. But slowly, when you are going, right, you will see the two dimension inness. You will be able to see how the surfaces are there. You feel that earth is having chambers kind of thing, passages. There is a vast in size kind of thing, right? So small pockets you will see. The structure of the floors, walls that are there inside the earth is totally different. So you feel that there is a lightness foam kind of thing in the earth. You are able to pass through it. Some of them are very dull colors, and some of them may be very colored things, brilliantly landscaped. Then in the outer scapes, there is a good landscapes are there. There you also see that mountains, vast plains, fluids, lashing earth currents coming inside the forces. All the things you will see. Strike the fluid, substances burst into the flame and foaming the rivers on the fire. Everything you can see inside. There is strangely, you see many colors that you have not seen on the earth crust. So many colors you will see. The desert also you will see, but that looks like a white powder to you. You will see so many cliffs, crystals, and rises. You will see waters and other fluids. You will see lakes and hundreds of miles of length. There is no sun, no moon, no stars inside the earth, right? So there is no visible central source of the light. You will not see, but you see the things. But you will see the things. The roofs, chambers, limitless air lit the inner earth of the light, and they made the transient units, but you will be able to see. There is a limits in the inner earth, but even though there is no distinct outline, there is a limits, because earth means the globe, right? Within that means you see that limitness is there, but you will not see that. Suppose if you go to the antariksha or anything, then you will see the earth globe, right? There is a limit. So inside also there is a limit, but you feel that there is a distinct outline. Some chambers have so much of wind. Some chambers are very calm. Some chambers are so much heat within the earth. They're talking all this within the earth. Some are so much heat that human flesh cannot endure it. That much heat chambers will also be there. So these chambers and all, our Puranas might have written that is kind of what is the boiling, what is that, oil, all the things, right? So the people who have done not enough things, they have not done enough good things to take the another human birth only, will be sending the here. So it is not that there will be a boiling thing, but the earth itself will be like that, where you cannot take it. How beautifully we can connect, right? Because we know the things. Two regions cannot cross in the regions wise, right? So there is a ground that holds, like a magnet is holding the needle, right? So like that, it will hold. You will not be slipping away or anything. The vehicle glides will be there. The vehicles will be there, repellent, and you can travel in those vehicles within the earth. So there are forces that regulate the structures of the cell of your body. When you go there will be some forces. It regulates your body structures where you will be neither male nor female. That structure will not be there within your body. We have learned how it happens previously, right? In the previous session. He travels on the water, propelled by water force. He crosses the oceans inside. Okay. Greater than the Atlantic or much deeper. That kind of oceans are there. Okay. The ongoing seeker sees the forest, single trees, plants, they grow that are grow on the earth, which are very strange to the human beings. And the plants, here every plant is green color, right? Usually. But the green is not a prevailing color in the inside the earth. You will see the red, blue, green, pink, black, shining white, all colored trees inside the earth. So they are some of the leaves are geometrical in shape, and some of the leaves are 20 feet long. So there are edible flowers, fruits, grains, and some are cultivated, some are growing as a wild. You see the animals like our outer crust. Some are ferocious animals, some are very strange and calm animals. Some are docile and some are friendly also. Few animals have tails. Not everybody has the teeth. Many have no teeth because eating is not the thing that happened in the inside the thing, right? So many will not have teeth. In shape, those animals are very graceful. They were how they were created, as in the beginning we tell how the animals were created. They created the thoughts of human being. Here also, animals have cast off the thoughts of the human races. As the eyes of the ongoer are trying to focus, right? He sees that there is no sharp lines, no separate objects. All are connected, interplay the matter. You see that all objects, all animals are connected and interplay the matter. As I told you, right, when I go to Hawaii, there are 7 islands, we know, right? So there is one structure that they show. All islands are here, right, on the earth. They went into some layers at the ground, everything is connected with the lava. Which means we are all connected only. So because in some places, the water is there on the top, and some places the earth is there. So we separated that this is Hawaii, this is Kona, that is Kauai, something like that. But when you go inside, all are connected. That's how here is showing, right? Likewise, you, me, and everybody is connected with that same consciousness. That you will be seeing there, not only the human beings, all other particles, all other animals also, you will be seeing that. Everything is the same kind of consciousness that are connected. So these are the embedded portions of the doer, right? You'll see the doer without the light of intelligence. There are some of the people without that light of, because when there is no light, all the light you used up, then you have to go in the dark worlds. That's what. So you will see the embedded portions of that people who do not have the light at all. Their thoughts, their matters is the flowing matters. If you see that Calcutta case, right, a doctor case, how many things that he has done in a one life? How many things? So do you think that he had still the light left? Whatever the knowledge that it has given, used in tweaking the system, tweaking the people, and I don't know what kind of enjoyment the people are doing in tweaking such a kind of thing. So if you do that, you have to send somewhere. If you, for that person also given a chance to come as a human being, and the people who has done so much of sadhana in this life is also coming as a human being, right? It will not be. There won't be, right? So those people used up all the light. So they will go here. So you will see all those remnant people lying there. Shadows will be there. They do not have any energy to come as a human being. If you are not raising your energy when you are a human being, even to learn and come back and learn the lessons also, you should have that kind of energy to come back on this earth. So earth, the soul should have energy, right? If you drained up all your energy, then you will not be able to come back. You have to sit somewhere like a shadows. So these are all the mediumistic people. So they try to go as a medium, all the things, right? Because they do not have that kind of energy, right? So they will try to go in some other bodies, kind of thing. So those are the shades. Sometimes you appear, sometimes they disappear. But the souls are like in the form of the shades. In other portions, in other portions of the inside the earth, the doers are working out and decrease, and in the halls of judgment, they are working out. They are seeing their life, all the things, right? Because there are people who have some energy. By knowing learning all the things, they may come again as a human being, right? So he has done that also. He could not see that if there were not the way, if they were on the way or they left the world, they don't know, because he went as a part of the way, right? The great way he is going. On the part of the great way, he went there because this companion is trying to show all the worlds to him. That's why he went. But he don't know all others are also coming like that, or they just left behind, because he do not have that kind of knowledge, right? So the doers have their breath forms, because breath form will always be there, right? The doers have their breath forms of the former personalities, because whatever the former personalities, they can see, hear, taste, smell, and feel somewhat whatever that they have done in the outer crust. There are special cases who the last portions of the doer, that as I told you, right, they are completely lost. They failed as a human being. Okay, those portions also they are coming here. Some of them are ape-like without hair, dry skin, clay-colored. Their eyes are blurry. Their mouths are big. Some weird shapes. He is able to see those people here also. So they're exhibiting like a distinguishing features. Okay, these things are, some of them are male, some of them are female, and some of them he sees like, oh, these people are not existing anymore. Maybe in the old age, because that time they were pushed into the dark worlds and they never come back. That's a kind of thing, right? So he saw that. There are people, they are actually roaring. They are saying, we are lost, something roaring. They are actually roaring with the no sensation. Among the lost doers, right, they are selfishness people, enmity in the human. They are enmity people. They are selfishness people. Human race hate them. That's why they were there. They don't want, because that much harm they have done for the human race. Their faces are very devilish faces. They have the snake's legs, wings. So many weird things, right? The spiders can leap 50 feet and the beats can sail noiselessly, which is not possible here, right? But there it can be doing. So some of the souls, they try to kill each other there also, because that kind of enmity, they went with that kind of things, right? They attack each other. They won't die because they don't have this physical body, right? So they won't die, but they attack each other, but they're never satisfied. Here, at least when they attack, after other person was killed, then you will realize that something. But they never killed. So whatever the way that you stab, if the person is not getting hurt, you will get more anger, but you are not satisfied. These are the kinds of the things he has seen. There are also lost religious, there are people who were lost with the religious devotion also. Ancient dead, they are. So they devoted themselves with their personal god and gods and wished to merge with those gods. Okay. So those are the gods, right? So those deities also, they identify themselves in the deities. of that nature, and those people also, they worship the gods devotedly, irrespective of a reasonable or universal moral code. Irrespective of reasonable, there are so many gurus we are seeing here, there is no moral code, but people will say do all the things, right? So if they are doing whatever that guru has done, all the bad things, this has to take it, because they, without anything, they just followed, right? When they without reasoning, they followed the
So again it went in freeze. Yes.
yeah, it might
Yeah.
come. Okay.
Yes.
They prayed the god, they used the god for their material gifts. I want this, I want that. They use the god for that. So this is also a sin. If you're asking only for material gifts and doing it, this is a sin. That's what. So these almighty gods you cannot use for that. You need to use them for your progress of your soul.
Siddhisha, we cannot hear.
Yeah. So I think it got stuck.
You're not able to hear me?
Yeah.
Now we can.
Now
Before,
we are able to.
yeah.
Yeah. So when all the light has been used, when the light non-embedded portions, right? When all the lights were used, so they are not, because but they went in their nature gods. Whatever the light was went into, because if I'm, as I told you, right, I want something from the external world. I used all my energy to buy, to possess a bigger home, to possess a thing. What will happen? All my energy is gone. All my earnings are gone. All my energy is gone. So I left with nothing, isn't it? Similarly, here he is saying all your energy was gone, all your light is gone with the gods. So you left with you didn't, because I want that, God give me that, God give me that, you started, but you never asked God, give me the soul progression.
Mhm.
You need to ask for your soul progression. You need to ask for learn your lessons, right? If you are not asking, then you just used all you wasted your thing, right? The ongoer seems so he will also seize the souls in the stones, in water, in winds, and in fire. In earthquakes, that's how he sees it. There are some of the places he will hear the sound. Who? Where? I lost. Because that soul is somewhere in other particles. So it is trying to uh, L like that. The guide takes him through many countries, varieties of the human beings, from the layers and layers. Different conditions are existing between the layers. So when he sees all the things, the ongoer may drop also. I don't want to see all the things. Right? So at any time, the choice was given to the ongoer. The companion will not force. The choice is always. And also, there are places where we will also say that very peaceful, cultured, the pieces will be there. And they will say, oh, don't go anywhere. We will give all the power that you want. Stay here. That kind of things also, they will be there. If he wants to say, companion will disappear. So they will give you a power. You can give a weight to an object, or you can take out the weight to that object. That kind of powers, siddhis, we call it as, right? Even in thing. So with the siddhis only, they can move the object from one place to another. That we all know. We have learned somewhere also in this first couple of chapters. So all these things will be given. When you are giving all these siddhis, if you stop, you will be stopping. Even in a sadhaka journey also, when you are doing, you will get all these siddhis too. But there are many gurus who stopped there.
Yes.
You are using that siddhis to mesmerize the people and get the money and become rich. We are seeing that kind of gurus also, right, in this world. So all these things, he's showing that for every one of us, it will happen when you are doing that. The ongoer will show. The people in the earth crust are human beings, but who are not akin of any human races that are there in the earth crust. We don't know, right, what are the human races that are there in the interior earth crust. There are so many. The ongoer meets all that kinds of the people now. Some of the people, meets from time to time, like he feels like they were from the long place. They offer the peace, they offer the plenty of power. You enjoy here, you stay with us. And some people will even threaten. You stay, if you don't stay, we will do something. This is also, you can see, for some reason, today, entire lesson, I'm just seeing the various gurus' attitude, right? When I went to, I'm not here to criticize, but I went to Gujarat, one place. There is a one that Brahma Kumar is that the big place is there, right? So I went there. The place was so nice, right? So I went there to see that structure, what is going on and all. They forced me to stay there. I was in my 20s, 25, 27, 26 or 27 or something. So I don't want to force there. I just want to come back. They are literally yelling at me.
Oh my God.
All those means, I'm just remembering all the things, right? While I'm just doing, these are the, not only inner crust, when you are in the place, you will get all these things. Don't think that somewhere we are going. Inner crust is somewhere. So you are actually experiencing all this also. During this wandering, guide explains the structure of your inner earth, what are the reflections, what are the causes, how they are happening, why these people are like this, why the sounds are coming from the water. All these things he will explain to this ongoing soul. And also he will give a freedom. Anytime the freedom was given, free will was given. If you want to stay back, you can stay back. That kind of free will is always there. He will never force. So if you stop, that's your end of balancing. You will not reach the great way. If you are stopped there, the length of ongoing is the length of ongoing is left alone. Suppose the moment you say that you want to stay, so your journey was left alone. You need to take care of it. As long as you listen to your guide, then he will explain and he will teaches. He will take. He will also, they also see that there are some consciousness is there but dead, which means there is no light in that consciousness. So he also sees that they appear sometimes human form, they appear as a non-human form. They do not have that much kind of energy. So they took part of, so he goes and trying to reach him, but he will not be able to reach those souls. So the guides helps him, whatever that he wishes, whatever he decides in this life path, right? When this form play, whatever he decides, the guide will help. The path was within the earth crust and stretched. The distance is about third of half of the circumstances of the earth. A third or a half of the earth inside the earth. He takes him to the entire place. He will not leave him. He will takes him to the entire path. He has no weight. And also there, you know, because you will not have any weight at all. So your body doesn't need any solid food. So your body doesn't, because what about the food? How you will go? So already we have explained. So the body doesn't need the digestive system, and all these things are actually changing, right? So your body doesn't need any of the things. So you are having a perfect body, perfect proportionate body, right? You have that nobility in when you are giving. So once you are actually attracted to this, you will be exhale from your nobility body. You may want to eat, you may want to do all the things. So until the last minute, you are always like Vaikuntapani when you are seeing, right? Even 99, before going to the 100 also, you have the one snake. Similarly, especially in our sadhaka life, you can see all these snakes. You will get siddhis, you will see visions, you will do that. If you stop it there, you
Yes.
are stopping there. You have to go beyond that. We are actually, the consciousness is beyond this sattva, rajas, tamo guna.
Yes.
So whatever that we are seeing is because of our rajas, because of our tamasa, because of your sattvic also. You may be seeing all the good things. Whatever you say may become very nice, right? Some people say, oh, her hand is very good. Whenever I'm a kid, right? So do you remember that corn? People used to do that on the coal, right? I used to
Yes.
buy. So one guy one day said, no, ma, today why are you not buying? I said, I don't have money. No, take one. whatever the money you give it one. Why you are asking? No, if you open it, Boni way, they'll say, right? If you open that day, everything will be, they will have some kind of that belief, right? So maybe this particular soul is having a good intention or good thing that they have done, right? So this kind of thing. So when you are stopping, so you are, oh, everybody is believing whatever so if you stop it there, what will happen? Your pride will kick in. Once the pride is kick in, you are not going. Oh, suppose if Sirisha Prasanna is teaching thinking and destiny, nobody can teach. She is teaching. If she says that, I should take it as in humility, saying that I got an opportunity. And really, I always thank Sir and Sirisha for forcing me to do this, because otherwise I would not have learned this much knowledge. So that humility comes when you are actually going into the knowledge. When she started praising, oh, I'm doing it, because if nobody is there in this platform, I would not be able to teach. At least some 4-5 people are there, and if I see after the weekend, there will be minimum 40-50 views will be there. Last week it is 116 views I saw. So that gives a energy to, oh, people are watching, we have to do. Without all of us, it's nothing that I can't do anything, right? It's all mutual. One can teach, one can listen. That's why he just combined the people. The universe has combined the people. That we have to learn it. Okay, with that, we have closed the end of section 5. So next we have to go the life path, form path to life path. What we will see in section 6.